Hi, I'll tell you a story about three Irishmen. Their names were Hudden Dudden and Donald O'Neary. Now, Hudden and Dudden, they were best of friends. They each had a farm of 200 cows. O'Neary, on the other hand, he just had a tiny little piece of land between the two bigger farms. Now, Hudden and Dudden, they were the best of friends. And every night they'd go to the pub and they'd get drunk and they'd come home and they would carry on about O'Neary and his cow, Clarabel. And they just couldn't stand O'Neary. So Hudden would say to Dudden, "I don't like that O'Neary. No, I don't like him either. And that cow of his, what's it called? Clarabel. What's a stupid name for a cow? You call that a cow? I thought it was a big dog. A dog with horns on its head. Oh, I can't stand the sight of the dirty little thing. I think somebody should kill it." So they did. They went and they got a knife and they snuck into O'Neary's backyard and they killed Clarabel dead. And they went off, ha ha ha. Next day, poor old O'Neary, he came out with his pail, bucket. He went over to Clarabel. "Oh my goodness, Clarabel, my darling Clarabel, who's done this terrible deed? Who's murdered you? Oh, my Clarabel, my darling, oh, Clarabel." And as he was crying over his dead cow, he thought, "Oh no, you're dead now. I've got an idea. Ooh, just stay there now. There, you're dead, right? So I've got an idea." So he went back to his shed, his little hut, and he got his knife. He came out, he put it behind his back. "Now, darling, because you're dead, you're not going to feel this, but I need your hide more than you need it. So please forgive me, but it's got to be done." So he took the hide off the poor cow, skinned it and cleaned all the flesh off it, hung it out to dry. It's called tanning. And then he took it into his little kitchen and he got down from the top of a cupboard a little jar, and in the jar there were 10 pennies. And he cut holes in the hide of the cow and he took his 10 pennies and in every little slot that he'd cut in the hide, he inserted a penny. And you couldn't see the pennies because the hairs of the cowhide hid them. Now he flung the hide over his shoulder and off he waltzed to the pub. And he sat down and over came a Murphy and said, "What would you like, O'Neary? I haven't seen you here for a long time." "Oh, well, I'll have a pint of Guinness, please." "That'll be a penny." "All right." Oh, he took his cowhide. "Oh, hide of my ancestors, give me a penny." He waved his hands in front of the hide and he reached to where he knew there was a penny, felt for it, pulled it out, popped it in the publican's hand. Well, the eyes of the publican just popping out of his head. "How did you do that?" "Oh, it's a magic hide." "A magic hide?" "Aye." So off went the publican, got his beer, put it down. After O'Neary finished that one, he said, "Oh, I'll have another one." "Oh, hide of my ancestors, give me a penny." Pulled out another one, popped it in the publican's hands. Well, Murphy, he thought, "I can't believe this. That's amazing." So after about 5 pennies had gone by, the publican said, "O'Neary, I must have that hide. I'll give you a bag of gold for it." "Oh no, you couldn't do that." "But why not?" "Well, you see, The hide's been in my family for generations. You see, my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, he captured a leprechaun. Now, it turned out to be the king of the leprechauns. Now, the king of the leprechauns said, well, you know, I was supposed to give you a pot of gold because you've captured me, as a ransom, I'll give you a pot of gold, but you'll spend that in no time. How would you rather have a cowhide that it only gives pennies, but it will last for generations, and you can pass it on to your children, and they can pass it on to their children, and so forth and so on. And my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, he thought, oh, that's a good idea. All right. So you can see that this cowhide is very precious. It's a precious family heirloom. Oh, O'Neary, I've got to have it. Would you take 2 bags of gold for it? Oh, no, you know, 2 bags of gold. Oh. I was not sorry. I couldn't part with it. You know, it's just too valuable. No. 3 bags of gold. Would you take it for 3 bags of gold? I'll tell you what now. Yes, look, it's been in the family for a long time now, and it is a bit annoying having to get pennies and it's catching a bit of dust, you know. Okay, well, I suppose I don't have any children to pass it on to you. I think that might be a good idea. 3 bags of gold would be great. All right, I'll go and get it. So he went and he got the bags of gold, and O'Neary got them, opened them up. Sure enough, there was gold. All right, here's the cowhide. Now, all you have to say, oh, hide of my ancestors, give me a penny. And you feel it like that, and the pennies will come out. All right. And so quickly, O'Neary ran out of the pub all the way home. Now, it was dark, and he lit his candle, and he was keen to know how many gold coins he had, but he couldn't see by the candlelight. So he thought, oh, I need a pair of scales. So he went knocking on his neighbour's door, Hudden. Knock, 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 knock. Hudden came. Oh, O'Neary, it's you? Well, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that cow of yours, Clarabel. Oh, it was you who did it. Now, that was a naughty thing to do. But, you know, I forgive you, no. Right, well, you can do it, and you can do me a favour. I want a pair of scales. What would you like to do with a pair of scales in the middle of the night? I've got a bit of counting to do. Would you have the scales or not? All right, I'll go and get the scales. So Hudden, he went in and he got the scales, and he thought, that O'Neary is up to no good. I'm going to find out what it is. And he got some sticky gum. He put it at the bottom of the scales, took it to O'Neary and said, right, O'Neary, here's the scales. Thank you. And off went O'Neary back to his little shack, and he sat down and he got the bags of gold and he counted them all up. And sure enough, one of the gold coins stuck to the bottom of the scales. So when O'Neary returned the scales later that night, Hudden felt in the pan, picked up this coin, held it up to the candle, beat on it. It's gold! So he raced over to his neighbour Dudden. Dudden was asleep in bed. And he raced in, tipped the bed up and said, get up, you lazy scoundrel. What, get off, wait you now, what's going on? Oh, why are you waking me up in the middle of the night? I tell you now, that O'Neary has got gold coins. What? What do you mean he's got gold coins? And he held up the gold coin to Dudden. So the two of them, they raced out and they crashed into each other as they were going out the door, raced over to O'Neary's shack, burst open the door, and they grabbed him out of bed and they got him and they shook him. Right, O'Neary, how did you get this gold? And you'll have to listen to the rest of the story to find out what goes on, but there'll be another video. Bye. Pax Vobiscum.